PCT 2024. Let's do it, baby. All the way. Cheers. Cheers.
No, so I come to you first. If you want to play, I think both of you got 5 minutes. If you don't want to play, it's 5.
Want to say hi to Lonnie.
Hey, brother.
Trail Angel Extraordinaire, Tehachapi. Giving us a ride back to the trail. I brought his telescope out last night. Saw a lot of cool stuff. Saw the moons and galaxies and some other stuff.
Yep. Yeah.
And it was a lot of tequila involved.
A lot of fun. Great hanging out with you guys.
Thank you very much. And today's the start of day 28 on the trail. We got Will in the back seat. Say hi to Will. Yeah, we've been running into each other. We had a good time. There's about 10 of us there last night at the hiker hut, playing cards, drinking tequila, eating ice cream, among other things. So heading back to the trail. Catch up to you soon. Peace out. Well, good morning, everybody. Day 28 on the trail. I just realized I've been out here for, it was a month yesterday. I had an excellent zero in Tehachapi at the hiker hut. Barbara and her husband Richard opened their place up to hikers, and thank you very much. We love you. Got to hang with about 10 hikers last night. Finally socialized a bit because I've been hiking alone, and we had dinner together. We stayed up late playing cards, drinking tequila and beer and eating ice cream. Really had a good time. We had breakfast together this morning, and when I got to the hiker hut the other day, I was sitting down outside, and this guy pulls up dropping off some hikers. He goes, "Hey, I know you're from your vlog." So he recognized me from my YouTube channel, and his name is Lonnie. He's a trail angel, lives locally, and really cool guy. He brought his telescope out last night, as I mentioned, so we were looking at stars and the moon, and just a really fun time. So he just dropped me and another hiker, Will, back off on the trail, and Will's staying back to make a couple of phone calls. So started off at mile, it was 5:58.6 just a few minutes ago. So I'm going to try to do 20 miles today. It is about 9:24, almost 9:30. So I figure I'll be at Ridgecrest in about 4 days. It's about 100 miles away. I've got enough food to get me there. My pack's a little on the heavy side because I've been eating more food. So we'll see what the water's going to be like. And I'm probably going to hit the 600 mile mark today. So I'm going to get to hiking, and I'll catch up to y'all in a bit. Still in the wind farm. Should be out of this today. So it felt nice to actually socialize with a bunch of hikers yesterday. I've been kind of keeping to myself, but I opened up a bit, and we really had a good time. And I was the oldest one there until Maggie showed up. It was a 65-year-old man from Korea. He's kicking butt, hiking fast, and I think he had tequila for the first time last night. So I've always been opposed to the hostel, doing the hostel thing, or the the community living, like, shared a hostel last night with 10 people. I like, being private. I'd much rather spend the money in my own room somewhere, but it does get very expensive out here, and so I'm glad that I stayed last night and kind of opened up to people, met a bunch of people. It was a nice experience, everyone's real supportive of each other. There was a couple that made dinner for everyone last night, and 2 of the guys made breakfast for everyone today, and all the food was in the hostel there, so it was a good supply of food there. But everyone took turns cleaning up, and it was actually a good experience, and I'm glad that I did it. So hopefully I'll be seeing more of the hikers, more of those hikers up trail. Most of them were staying back today because they got their yesterday, so they're taking their 0 today. But if you're coming through Tehachapi, I definitely recommend the Hiker Hut. Barbara and Richard are amazing people, and they do a lot for the community. So, and she'll tell you her story about the apple orchard. There always happens to be a random bench on the trail when I'm not ready to take a break. Instead, I'll take a quick photograph. Most people that vlog these hikes use music in their vlogs or videos. And I've noticed that there's a lot of people that use the same music, and they probably don't realize it because they're getting it from the licensing company. And there's nothing wrong with that because I don't think people do it intentionally. But I figured if I'm going to use music, I might as well use my own. I know I'm using a lot of the same songs, but I've got about 2 albums loaded on my phone, plus another song or 2, and that's the stuff that's available. And I'm saying this, by the way, because I've got a few comments on YouTube from people asking me where to get my music. So since you all asked, my music is available on all the streaming platforms. Unfortunately, there's no more, I don't think there's any more purchasing of MP3 files, but it's on Spotify, YouTube, Apple Music, Google, Deezer, iHeartRadio, whatever. And if you're on Instagram, you know how you can add music to your post? Just search my name and you can add one of my songs to your post. So I'm only mentioning that because people have asked. So I'm not trying to, shamelessly plug my music. I am. But I appreciate all of your kindness in requesting the music. And I guess if you like it, it's a good feeling to me. And I do have a lot more. I have more songs that unfortunately I haven't loaded onto my phone because these are MP3 files that I loaded onto my phone that I could drop into the editing timeline when I'm editing videos. But the other songs are on a hard drive at home. And I have another bunch of songs that I started recording that I intend to get back to when I get back home. And I'm getting inspiration already to write. I've started writing some lyrics and humming some melodies into my phone. So, that answers the questions about where to find my music, all the streaming platforms, and Oh, and if you find me on Spotify, which you will, just put my name in, Anthony Picone. Just subscribe to the channel. Oh, one more thing. If you want to check out my gig schedule in South Florida where I play and see more information about me as a musician, just get on my website. It's anthonypicone.com. Obviously, there's no schedule up there now, but there will be in the fall when I get back. And if you happen to be in the area, it'd be nice to see you at one of my gigs. So if you're following Hiking Dancer, her and I ran into each other at the market in Wrightwood. So we interviewed each other, and she's really cool, very nice person, and we both happen to be from Florida. So she had asked me my favorite part of the trail so far, and I kind of jokingly said food, because you can eat as much as you want and still lose weight. But I've been thinking about that because the trail has pretty much been the same, minus, some elevation changes. It's been all desert. Sorry, I had to fix my shoe. So my favorite part of the trail so far has definitely been the people that I've encountered that are giving up their time and volunteering, trail angels, and people that have given up their land, their home to hikers, given us rides to the trail, and have provided food at the trailheads, and we call that trail magic. It's really been my favorite part because, out here on the trail. You know, nobody talks about their differences, and there's a lot of division in the world right now, and I think most people leave that shit behind. And so the people I've met have been just so amazing and so giving and friendly, and I've gotten some of their numbers, and you know, been chatting with them, and I try to plug them in my videos when I can. For example, Lonnie, you know, he came up to the house yesterday where I was staying, you know, the hiker hut, and he recognized me from the video, and that was a good feeling. And you know, he came back with his telescope, and we hung out. And people like that, you know, are going to be in your life, you know, I think, some capacity for the rest of your life, you know. And I hope to maybe come out here and volunteer at some point when I finish the trail and help out and reconnect with people that I've met, you know. So that's definitely been my favorite part of the trail so far. The people that I've met in the towns and that are volunteering, you know, the trail angels and the hikers too. But as far as the hikers go, I mean, I've been keeping up my own pace, so I haven't really been too social until last night. But so all of you that help and support the infrastructure, you know, around the trail, and that provide food and rides and open up your home, we all love you and we all thank you. Well, coming off the trail, that sign said trail to the right, and so I guess I'm road walking for a bit. Well, the good news is I've already gone 7 miles, and it's supposed to be a water cache about 8 miles in or so. So I'm hoping in about a mile or so I'll get to that water cache. I just stopped at the highway here and took a little 10-minute break to have a snack. I'm about 8 miles in. I don't know where the next water is. I have about a liter left. So I spoke too soon on the water cache. Just as I rounded the turn, I found a cache of water. It's only about 5 gallons there, but I loaded up. I got 3 liters on me. I'm a little more than 12 miles in for the day. Did a nice big climb for the last few miles from the highway. I found a nice spot into this Joshua tree. I'm gonna have some lunch, and it's about 2 o'clock. You know, I did start a lot later than normal. Started around 9:30, so I'm going to take half hour, 40 minutes, and then just hike till 6 o'clock. I think definitely do at least another 8 miles to make it 20, and probably more than that, because I'm just going to hike till 6 because I don't want to stop earlier unless I hit some really hard terrain. But I know that I'm going to go up more over the next day or so, but it looks like I hit the top of this peak for now, so I'm not going to speak too soon, but that's the way it looks. Well, I'm definitely out of the wind farm. Just had a nice 40-minute lunch break. It's about 2:40. I'm going to hike till 6, definitely do another 8 miles, probably 10. Yeah, probably do another 10 miles or so. So that's it. Hey, what's up, guys? At the end of day 28, I actually did exactly 20 miles today. I could have went a little further, but again, the last mile or so was uphill. It was kind of a road walk, a washed out road walk. But whenever I pass up a cool tent site and try to push on, I never find a good one. So I found a really cool tent site. It's kind of tucked back off the trail, surrounded by trees. There's room for a bunch of tents here. It's pretty flat. And so it's about 10 to 6. And yeah, so I'm going to stay here. And I want to shoot to do 30 miles tomorrow. And close that gap to Ridgecrest, where I'm going to get off and resupply. It'll be my last resupply before the Sierra. So that's my plan. Try to do 30 tomorrow, but for now, I'm going to eat my dinner as soon as my dinner's done soaking. I tried something different tonight. I got the Knorr's Spanish rice and some dehydrated refried beans. So they only take about 15 minutes to soak, and I got some taco seasoning in there. So trying a little something different for dinner, and I'll let you know how it is. But that's about it for day 28, 20 miles. Not an eventful day. I saw 2 hikers. I saw one girl at the first water cache near Highway 58, and I passed a guy on the trail, a little older than me, coming up the climb after lunch, and that's it. I don't know what happened to that dude Will, because we got dropped off together, and he said he was going to make a phone call. And I stopped for lunch for a good 40 minutes, which would give him at least a couple of miles to catch up, but maybe he started way later. So that's it. Day 28. Thanks for watching. I'll catch up to you later. Peace.